Hi Virgo and welcome to your Avalon Rituals reading. My name is Julia. Thank you for tuning in. This is for the month of February 2020 and it's about your love life. I'm going to use the tarot this time. So the last time I used for January I used the Lenormand spread. So if you want to have a look at what the Lenormand spread looks like, just look at the other readings I did for your love life. You know what? It's super interesting with you guys. Because I feel like there is literally I started to do this video yesterday already, and it ended up being really confusing, really long. So I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna sleep and do your reading, or start with your reading then today, which I'm doing now. But it just feels like I just don't really, there's a really interesting energy, and it might be because of the reading. So I'm very excited to do your reading. I'm gonna smudge a little bit first, send you some healing energies and some cleansing energies as well. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for cleansing the space from all negative and low vibrational energies, and thank you for protecting the space and the watchers, so that only the highest vibration of love is coming through this reading, through these cards. Thank you. All right. So now that I have done this, maybe I just need to do this, I don't know. Let's have a look at your cards. Okay, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, this is your love reading. Please keep in mind, roles can be reversed as energies are fluid. We have Divine Feminine here, Divine Masculine here. I probably fall into the habit saying that you are Divine Feminine because I guess that most people will be women watching this video. But of course, please don't get confused by this. You can swap the roles as well, however this refers to you. So what I'm going to do now, while I am talking about each card, is I'm going to turn the card around so you're going to see it. Starting with Divine Feminine. Your energy, Divine Feminine, is transformation. That's also the Death card in the usual tarot, in the Rider-Waite tarot. With this transformation card here, it is like the phoenix out of the ashes, and it does feel like you were going through a major life change, and it has transformed you. But now you are, you can't really see this, I feel, but this little girl, there is a phoenix rising up, and this is your energy, Divine Feminine. On the other side, Divine Masculine, the wheel is turning for Divine Masculine. So that already is a good thing. It is in alignment with your card, that there is a major life change. There is a turning point for Divine Masculine as well. The energies between you guys are, well, there are conflicts. It is a bit fiery. That's the Seven of Fire. The Sevens also are questioning, is it still worth it? Is it still worth the struggle? Is it still worth the fight? And so this as an energy, it does feel like maybe even you guys have been together already through a lot of struggle, through a lot of fighting, and now the question is, is it worth it? The thing is, with the Seven of Fire, at least you have a better position than you had before. You are on a higher ground, so that is a good thing. How is Divine Masculine feeling or thinking about Divine Feminine? We have the Two of Fire. So the Two of Fire is embracing the unknown, making also plans for the future. So I do feel like this can be both. Also, the Two is a decision. The Two in the tarot decks are always a decision. So it does feel like Divine Masculine is in front of the decision, either embracing the unknown, or further planning for the future. The interesting thing is, and I'm going to come back to this again, and I will also clarify some cards, divine feminine towards divine masculine feels like the Six of Air. That's the Six of Swords. So this is about leaving a situation and going and sailing into a better future. So I will clarify cards. So either this is about you both have been through a major life changing, or also relationship changing, transformation. You both have these strong energies here. There is a struggle still. You have a better position. The question is it worth it? So this in combination can either mean that you are now like going towards the divine masculine and you're planning for the future, or divine masculine has to embrace the unknown because you are leaving. I guess we're gonna find out once we continue with the reading and once we clarify. We have here more cards about the divine masculine to clarify the situation. So the Five of Earth talks about being left outside alone in the dark, feeling abandoned, which would relate to you leaving divine masculine because the struggles were just like, you know, it's maybe you think, you know, I'm done, I'm ending this, because transformation, of course, is in this deck a transformation, but it stands also for an ending. So it might be that you, divine feminine, are going, you're leaving this situation, the struggle. That's why for divine masculine there is literally a turning point, and now he has to embrace the unknown. He feels left outside, alone in the dark, has a really hard time to let go because there are 10 of Earth, which means everything is that's the 10 of manifestations, everything in the physical. But also I see with the Six of Earth there is something about a give and take balance. So maybe he has always just received, and you were like, you know what, I can't do this anymore. Now you're going. Now he feels abandoned, but he has to learn the give and take balance, giving and receiving. Again, we're gonna clarify. What do I have for divine feminine here? Okay. So the Ace of Fire. With the Ace of Fire, it is like a new spark is coming. That relates also to the Phoenix. So I do feel like there has been some kind of new awakening for you, and there's a new spark. The Strength card is an inner strength through gentleness. So I do get a feeling that you are leaving the divine masculine here because of the struggle, and you really now need to be strong to move forward, to move away from the situation. But the strength is also an inner strength through self-control. So don't play into the drama anymore, don't play into the triggers. And also it's a gentle strength. So with this I would give the advice, don't be too harsh, don't be too don't try to hurt intentionally. I do feel like hurting someone intentionally, even though there has been a lot of stuff going on, that creates more karma again. So you want to really get out clear, as clear as possible. And sometimes, of course, you need the distance. We have also the Messenger of Water here. So there might, for you, divine feminine, already something new that is like giving you the cup. So maybe you already have someone new, and maybe that's why it's now easier for you to leave this other situation here. And in the past, I'm going to turn this around so it makes sense for you for past, present, future. We have in the past of this situation the Empress. So it does feel like at some point this relationship was really abundant. It was really rich and really creative. But for some reason it changed, and now the struggles are like over. There are more struggles than the good times, which is why it seems like you are now leaving and using your inner strength to really move away. We have in the present the Fool, which is a new beginning. So it doesn't seem like you have this new beginning with this person, though of course this could always be the case that, as I've said earlier, you are that you might go now, that there was a turning point within the relationship, and now you are moving towards each other. I do still feel like these topics are still the same. So Divine Masculine needs to learn about give and take balance. I feels like so far he has just taken, and he feels a little bit abandoned. So these topics are still the same, and I do get for most of you, it is more like Divine Feminine now leaving Divine Masculine. And therefore we have the Fool here. Also in the near future, we have the King of Fire. So for me, the King of Fire in this deck is a super spiritual card. You see, the heart is open, the crown chakra is open, and it does feel like a card of spiritual awareness, of growth, of expansion. Of course, this can mean that there is a fire sign in the future, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So you might dealing already with, could be a water sign, could be a fire sign here. Water sign would be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, or again the fire sign here. I want to clarify it now. A few cards here. So why is the Messenger of Water here? That's this already. Okay, there is a new start for you. Something that feels like the Pentacles are not just finance. This is everything that is manifesting in this physical reality. So it might be that something is actually about to manifest that is related to your emotions. I want to clarify a little bit more for the Divine Feminine here. Why is the Ace of Fire here? Oops. Ace of Fire. Yeah, we have the same card here. There are struggles. Again, you have a better position. But I do feel like you need a new start. It was like maybe there was enough, and I feel like now there was a boom, like the Ace of Fire. It's always a spark, but I also feel like it could have been in your case like a boom, like an explosion, because of the struggles that were there, and you just had enough. Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay, so I do feel like this is a card. This is also a card. Is it worth the fight? There are no winners in this scenario, so please, I want to remind you, with the inner strength through self-control, don't try to get too triggered and to try to hurt Divine Masculine, because in the end there is no winner. So yeah, I would really try to be really mindful here, and really try to be as gentle and loving as possible through this separation. So let's have a little bit more information here about Divine Masculine, please. Yeah, so there is a decision, and for some reason I do feel like in this case it's not Divine Masculine really making the decision. It does feel like he's there like, okay, what's it gonna be, just tell me. And he's sitting in the cold, and it's yeah, and the Queen of Swords it does feel like that's your energy. The Queen of Swords, who's a little bit cool. Probably you need to do this to protect your own emotions, your own heart. Yeah, one more card please for Divine Masculine. Okay, so many swords. So yeah, there's new clarity coming in. I do think it's from the Queen of Swords, which could be, it's probably you. It feels a little bit like with this card deck, the Two of Swords seems a bit like, okay, come on, say it, just do it. And yeah, wow. Just want to clarify the King of Fire for you in the future position. Why is the King of Fire here? I want to see if it is more like an energy of you stepping into your own power, which I do think it is either way, or if there is maybe someone already. Yeah, we have another person here, the Knight of Pentacles, which is someone really offering something stable here. Maybe that was more grounded, or is more grounded and more stable than the other relationship, because the other relationship, maybe there were like really a lot of struggle. Let's have one more card here. Oh, we have the Strength card again. So it's interesting. Here's a lion, here's a lion, here's a fire sign. So there could actually be a new person coming in. Maybe it is a Leo for you. Maybe another fire sign. But I do feel like this is a little bit more stable. Excuse me. I do feel like it's a little bit more stable than what you had with the Divine Masculine here. Okay, wow. So I'm sending you so much love for this process that you're in, Virgo, and if you resonated with the reading, please leave me a comment or a like or subscribe to the channel. If you want your own personal reading, just drop me a message on Instagram, or send me an email, or just message me here. Again, for this process, it does feel like yeah, you're really going through something where you need a lot of inner strength here. But you have the new beginnings energies around you, and there is something coming that is a little bit more stable than what you were what you are walking out of. Even though we have all the pentacles here, I do feel like they relate to something else in this reading, because always when you think about pentacles, you're like, okay, like you would say, wow, this is like super stable here, but I did not get the feeling that it's stable because of this meaning, and then also the clarification of the whole reading. So I do feel like there's something more suited for you guys. Have a lovely day, and talk to you soon in the next reading. Sending you blessings and so much love from Avalon.